I feel the same. I need to tell you something. I have a bond with you, and it's the reason I've felt these intense feelings towards you. Wanting to always be by your side. Wanting to hold you and give you affection. This may sound weird and creepy, but I'm a vampire and you're the one I am bonded to, Kokichi.
He had fresh tears falling out of his eyes. This made my heart break. I wanted to hold him and do everything in my power to make him feel alright. I moved my hands to his cheeks and wiped away the tears. He looked at me, a cute red blush coming across his pale cheeks. I knew you were different, and now I know why. Thanks for telling me this. I know that it's not easy for you to talk to anyone, so thank you for telling me. I love you, Shuichi. I slowly moved closer to him until our faces were inches apart. I could feel his breath hitting my lips, wanting only to close the space in between us. I felt something in my heart pulling me towards him. It was an intense feeling of love and admiration for him.
I love you too, Kokichi.
He whispered, moving his lips to mine, letting his eyes slide closed. I did the same moments after, loving every second of it. I felt a shiver go down my spine when our lips collided. My thoughts were only focused on Shuichi and his warmth on my skin. The whole thing made me swoon at how much I love this feeling. Shuichi, I'm glad you told me. I'm so glad that you feel the same way, regardless of this bond we have. I feel so much love for him. I feel safe because of how securely he's holding me. I let myself lean more into him, almost knocking him over onto the bed. The need for air became more apparent and we slowly pulled apart. I was breathless and could see that Shuichi was as well. My face felt so hot, but I didn't feel embarrassed. I felt more of an admiration for him. Getting lost in his eyes, they glimmered underneath the fluorescent lighting in the room.
That was amazing.
Shuichi said, tracing his lips with his hand with a dumb smile on his face. I'm pretty sure that I had a dumb smile plastered on my face as well. But I didn't care, because I felt genuinely happy. Yeah. I let my voice trail off, suddenly feeling flustered under his gaze. I've never felt like this for another person before, and I wanted to be able to see all the new feelings and memories I can share with this angel.
Sorry if this is all sudden to you. I just felt like it was better if you knew before I became super clingy.
He looked to the side, covering his mouth with his hand. I'm glad you told me, and if anything, I'm glad it was me. I wrapped my arms around him and buried his head into my chest. I love you, I said, letting the words fall off my tongue. It felt right to say that. I felt love when I'm like this with him.
I love you too.
He held me and rocked me back and forth, making my tense nerves from earlier calm down. I let myself relax. I felt as though no one else was here. I didn't feel like we were in school anymore. It was just me and Shuichi.
We should get back to class.
Shuichi said, making me laugh. Classes ended a while ago, silly. I booped his nose. His face went red, and he looked down, embarrassed.
Oh.
It's all right, my beloved. Now we can just go and get you all caught up. I cooed in his ear. He buried his head in my shoulder, and I could feel how hot his face was. I laughed at how cute he was.
Thank you, Kokichi.
He slowly pulled back and held onto my shoulders.
So, are we going to your house?
He tilted his head, making my heart burst. Yeah, do you feel well enough to leave now? I asked, helping him stand up. He was a little wobbly at first, but soon adjusted and started to walk normally.
I think I'll be okay. Thank you, Kokichi.
He slid his hand into mine, intertwining our fingers together, before softly caressing the back of my hand. I blushed slightly when I felt his head rest on my shoulder as we walked. How can you be this damn cute? When we finally got to my house, I opened the door for him, making sure to close it behind us.
Hey, leader, who is that?
Anaki asked, walking into the room making me blush. Oh, this is just Shuichi, my beloved boyfriend from school, I said quietly, regaining my composure.
Oh, what is he doing here?
She asked, tilting her head. We are here to do our homework together because here is new to Hope's Peak, so I'm helping him get all caught up. Shuichi raised his head from my shoulder. I could tell he was nervous about the whole situation. I gave his hand a comforting squeeze, looking down at our hands with a smile.
That's nice of you, leader. I will just be working.
She waved and went down into the basement, or the base as I like to call it.
She seems nice.
He whispered, looking down at his feet. Shuichi, she's just one of the people in my organization. I only like you. You are my one and only. I love you so much. I could tell he must have been doubting himself because of me having another girl in my household. Although we are family, nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you, Kokichi.
He said, placing a kiss on my cheek, making me giggle. Of course, my beloved. We started working on our homework. It was mainly just me showing him what we have done and helping him get caught up to the present homework assignments. Shu, you're really a fast learner. I praised him, placing a kiss on his lips again.
Thank you, Kichi.
He abruptly cut himself off when he used that nickname. It made me blush. It was so cute.
Sorry, Kokichi. I didn't mean to.
I cut him off with another kiss. It's okay, Shu. I love that nickname. I whispered into his ear, making him blush. And I think you already finished all the homework that has been past due. Now all we have to do is the reading and finish the math. I groaned, knowing that more homework had to be done, and it was already 8 p.m.
All right.
We both helped each other with the homework, and he was a lot smarter than I thought he would be. Not that I thought he was dumb or anything, just he was amazingly good at math and seeing things I didn't even notice.
Kichi, you have to remember to do that one step. I know it seems pointless, but if you miss it, you can mess up the whole problem.
Shuichi was sitting behind me, and I was in front of him in his lap. His head was leaning on my shoulder, looking at my paper. But Shu... I groaned. I fucking hate math.
It's alright. I know you can do this, Cookie.
He said, encouraging me with another nickname. My face immediately inflamed. Okay. I cursed at myself for stuttering, but found it so hard not to when Shuichi uses the cutest nicknames. I finally finished my math homework and fell back into Shuichi's arms.
See? You finished.
He rubbed my arm, making me feel even more exhausted. Shu. I closed my eyes, letting sleep consume me.
I love you, Cookie.
I heard him whisper in my ear before I fell asleep. This made me wonder, how the hell did we get so close this fast? Not that I'm complaining, but this all seems too unreal. This dream guy suddenly comes to my school, confesses to me, we are bonded to each other because he is a vampire? Who are you, Shuichi? And how the hell was I the one lucky enough to end up with you?